Buyer's
Order
back at
filled.
280. I'm taking a shot here.
Order filled.
There we go, baby. Huge, huge, huge trade. 281 to 292 on 4,000 shares. That's $400, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Huge. Hey folks, that was a clip from the live stream this morning. I do those on Twitch and right here on YouTube every morning from 9 to 11 a.m. So click that subscribe button if you want to get notifications when I do go live. Now, I haven't made a video in about 2 weeks, and the reason for this is the market has been incredibly slow. I actually decided that I want to go push the envelope a little bit and push up my size. Instead of taking 1,000 share positions, go 4,000 shares. I decided to do this on Monday of last week, which really was the beginning of one of the slowest periods in the small cap space that I can remember. So pretty terrible timing there. But here we are. This has been the first day that we've seen momentum, and that was on IMPP. That was from the clip that I showed you before. I'm going to show you a couple more trades that I took today. But real quick, before I do that, let's just take a look at how we're finishing up the month. It is the first month of the year, and I am up about $1,800. So it's a slower month. Last month I was up just over $3,000. This month definitely slower. The past 2 weeks killed me if we break it down by weekly. I was actually red last week slightly, only $134. So this is just what I like to see. I like to keep the red days small, the green days big, and we're doing a good job of that so far. All right, so let me jump over to those clips from my trades today. Okay, so the first trade here is going to be the one that you just saw, but I want to break it down a little bit further. I know a lot of you guys ask, how do I read level 2? How do I read the tape? Well, this is a prime example of how to use the tape using the level 2 to take a trade. So without further ado, let me play this, and I want you to just watch the price ladder over here. Let's watch the orders build up. Let's get a sense for what's a big order, what's a small order. Okay, so I see 219, and I can tell you right now that just based on watching the tape earlier in the day, that 219 is going to be a pretty sizable order. So we should get a little bounce at 280. And we're not getting a bounce. We're going to flush below 280. It looks like that's what's going to happen. Okay, but look where we are on the 1 minute chart. We're actually near the high of day, so this is still strong. Even though we broke through that 280, I would have expected buyers to come in above 280 and just, front run that big order, but they didn't. So I don't know, I'm just keeping these things in the back of my mind. Okay, we're pushing back up. We still haven't reclaimed 280, so this is still, temporarily on a smaller time frame, pretty weak. Just waiting, watching for a sign. Okay, there we go. So we just had buyers bid up on 275. It was previously only 70, now it's 177. So there was a big buyer that added at 275, and that's important. So I'm not going to buy right in front of 275, but I'm going to wait and watch. We're getting close to the high of day, and what's at the high of day? A massive, massive wick. So lots of short stops, probably above this level. So now we're above 280. And let's watch. Okay, now when we come back down to 280, look who's there again. Big buyer. 251, that's actually 25,000 shares sitting on the bid. So what do? I buy right in front of that sucker, and my stop is where? My stop's right into 280. If we get any selling into 280, I'm just gonna sell. I'm expecting buyers to see this big order like I did and drive the price higher. They're gonna front run this buyer, and that's exactly what happens. And now, because of where we are on the chart, I'm actually holding this one a little bit longer. Usually I just look for pretty quick scalps, but in this case, I'm gonna give this one a little bit of room to run, get through the high of day, get through that stop level, and boom, you can see it shoot up. I'm out at 292. Could have actually held on a little bit longer, but still, I'll take 11 cents on 4,000 shares. That is $440. All right, I'm going to start going in chronological order now. So this one's actually one of the first trades that I tried to take. I want you to watch 245 over here on the matrix, and just take a look at where we are. There was a wick high at 245 already, so stops above that level. Let's watch what happens. Watching for buying demand into 245. So lots of orders, lots of sellers stacked up at 245. I see a ton of green. I see the ask getting melted down. I tried to hop in, so you can see my order come in there just a little bit late. And then boom, look at that rip. We went to 270 almost immediately. So that's a 25-cent rip. I tried to buy with 4,000 shares. That would have been a huge winner if I were to get filled on that. I was just a little bit late. Let's continue playing this clip and we'll get to my next trade, which is another great learning lesson on the level 2. So let's watch 255. Notice how 255 just keeps getting rebid. I'm going to go back so you can see this. Right, 255, every time they're selling, rebid, rebid, rebid. So now I'm thinking, okay, we're probably going to go higher. I'm waiting for signs of green. I see a little bit of green there. I see a big order on the ask there. So as soon as I see that this order, I need to see a big ask. That's my kind of igniter. I want to see green into a big ask. As soon as I see green into here, I'm going to look to buy. And I saw it, but man, look at how quickly we jumped up from 257 or 258, whatever it was, up to 264. I hit the buy button and I got filled at 262. So when I realized this, I immediately have to get out of the trade. There's too much risk because we had just moved up so far. So I got out at 259. I ended up taking a 3-cent loss on that. Just had to get out. You can't. Obviously, yeah. In hindsight, this did go higher, but there's too much risk once you get in at the wrong level. Okay, for this next one, we're coming down off the highs. Just looking for something on the level 2, looking for a decent sized buyer. I see a decent sized seller stepping down. Seller stepping down into a buyer, but we're not going lower. I see green, I'm in. Looking for a little pop there. Got the little pop, 4 cents, 4,000 shares, 160 bucks. Look, I think I'm gonna try for another dip buy if I see a big order. Let's see. Whoa, big flush. Big flush, I see a big seller there. More green into that seller. And boom, I'm out, 2 cents. So just tiny little scalps. And that's going to do it, folks. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you have questions, I'm always available in the Discord. The link's below. You can join the Discord, ask me whatever you want. You can also join the streams and ask me there. Happy to answer any questions. Last thing before I go, if you want to be able to find stocks like IMPP, you can use the diptraders.net scanner. This is a scanner that I built for myself for the purpose of doing the scalp trading that I just showed you here. This particular filter is just looking at today's top gainers, but you can use our default filter, which is the low float movers, and this is the exact filter that I used today to find IMPP. So with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.